What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today we are going to be talking about something that you guys are going to need to be listening to and needing to be focusing on. Of course, if you guys have been not checking up with the schedule, this Friday, so on the 7th, we are receiving the monthly award flashbacks as well as the Tops Now flashbacks. So this is going to be for the month of May. Of course, we did see the April ones already, and if you guys haven't really been keeping track, if you guys haven't really been paying attention, you might not know that this is kind of ridiculous. These cards are insanely high in price. We have golds going for over 10,000 stubs. Kirby Yates is rarer than Bigfoot in the wild, and Tyler Glasnow at 87 overall goes for over 200k. Tim Anderson is the only moderately priced one, yet he's still overpriced. So you guys can clearly see that there is definitely something interesting with these cards, especially with the current system that they have. That's just the monthly awards. If you go to Tops Now, they are a bit more reasonable. However, there are still some cards that are pretty expensive, but like I said, these are obviously a lot more in line with what you would expect. Do I think this 85 overall is worth 21k? No, but he is a placement for the POTM set to get that Cody Bellinger. So once again, for those monthly award flashbacks, make sure that you guys are doing the moments at Tops Now, get the vouchers and get the packs on Friday. But we're going to be talking how you guys can make tons of stubs off of this program once it drops on Friday, because I'll be honest with you, it did not exactly come as I expected the first time. I definitely got hit with the sneaky by SDS and I was not expecting it. So pretty much, you guys remember, they have packs up. They're 20k, of course. That'll be the POTM packs. I don't remember the exact number that they had. I'll try to find that and list it in the comment section if I can find it. If not, if you guys know, please list it down there as well. I don't know exactly how many packs they have, but of course, remember, we do have the moment challenges where you can get a free one. However, you cannot sell that. So the way that you guys are going to want to make a lot of stubs off of this is pretty much by buying these cards and storing them, you know, just putting them in hibernation for a little bit, and eventually you're going to cash out. So this is going to be more of a long-term investment, so you're gonna have to have stubs to do that. If you guys want to see my most recent and favorite stub video, top right hand corner, that's what I have been doing to get stubs. So if you guys want to check that out, that should help you guys if you do not have, like, you know, too many stubs, because this is definitely going to be even more helpful the more stubs you have. Even if you have like 20k low, like I believe these golds, if you can check their price, they were going for, and this isn't exactly when they started, because it's been a bit more than a month, I do believe. I don't know exactly the date they dropped, but it was before the 6th of May. But they were going for like 5,000, something like that. Like I said, these prices are a little high with what they started at. Obviously, they were nowhere near their price now. Like, it's kind of ridiculous, this gold Domingo Germán. There's people legitimately willing to pay 18,000 stubs for this card right here. Maybe he's just a monster gameplay wise, I don't know, but for real, these cards, the golds usually went for about 5k, and that's to be expected. I would say if you see them for 4 to 5k, snatch them up. Austin Meadows is a little bit, I don't know why, it doesn't really make sense how Caleb Smith and Austin Meadows are so much cheaper than the other ones, and how, I guess, because that doesn't make sense. You'd think there'd be more Domingo Germáns because he's, you know, a lower overall, and in contrast, there'd be less Caleb Smith. So it's just a really wonky program. Like, it's really hard to explain. It's hard to put a finger on exactly what they were going with. Obviously, they have a lot to fix, in my opinion. But yeah, you guys are going to want to buy a lot of these cards. If you see them for like 5,000 in price, I would recommend pulling the trigger. Anything 5,000 or below, I think you guys should store up on them. Buy as much as you can. If you have the stubs, do it. Like I said, you guys can see already on the 7th of May, these cards were going for 8.7. So if you sold 8.7 minus the tax, that's like 7,900. If you bought them for 5,000, that's almost a 3k profit right there. Snap of the fingers real quick, really popping. So if you buy 5 of those times 3k, that's 15,000. So you guys can see you definitely can make a lot. If we're gonna look at the diamonds right here, let's just look at Tim Anderson first. His prices stay pretty consistent. I don't remember exactly how much he was going for. Like I said, he was like the only normal diamond that happened, and my apologies. Okay, never mind. That was a smoke alarm. I'm sorry, my brother's cooking. But Tyler Glasnow is a bit different. I don't think right away when he dropped he was going for this much. As you guys can see on the 6th, he was going for about, if I can get my goggles out, like 135. So his price definitely did jump up. He's gone up like 80,000 stubs by this point. So the diamonds are going to be harder because obviously they're going to go for a lot more than the gold. So really this is, if you have the stubs, I would recommend doing this because it's tough because I don't know exactly how much they were going because these dropped beforehand. But I know they dropped once these packs came out, after everybody had bought them up, after they were no longer available, after they were sold out, these cards immediately started jumping up in price. More so, I believe it was just a POTM. Let me check on the tops now quick, but I don't think they really did. I think these cards, they've been bouncing around for sure, and even the silvers, like for the tops now, I'd recommend pretty much all of these cards. The diamonds, I think, kind of lowered in price eventually. They've been hopping around so much, like the market has been really weird with these cards just because they are used for the set. But bottom line, I definitely think you guys should be investing in these. I think it is a great way to make stubs, and it is a great investment opportunity. Like I said, you guys, I'll show you in a second the best way that I have been making stubs. But this Kirby Yates, for example, like this is the weirdest thing of all. Like he's rare as hell. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know how there's none of them up. I don't know exactly the pull rate that was on these POTM cards. I believe it was 1 to 5 somebody was saying to pull a diamond. But somehow these cards are still really rare. I was talking to somebody in my live stream last night. He said when it came out, he got Bellinger for under 200k. So that would make me believe that these cards were going for quite significantly less. I seem to remember all of these diamonds were going for like 50, 60k tops. So as you guys can see, you're going to make tons of stubs if you do have that. I'm probably going, actually, I don't know if I can because I'm going to be leaving for Minneapolis on my flight on Chicago. So I don't know if I will be able to do that. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss out conveniently on a very good investment opportunity. But like I said, all of these cards are really good profit. Even Austin Meadows, if you look at his price, he was going for like a bit over 4.7k. If you sell him at 6.3, you're still gonna make profit. Like I said, I don't know exactly how much he was going for, but the bottom line is definitely invest in these cards. The way I have been making stubs recently, just to show you guys out real quick, I've been flipping gold cards. I think that is really the best way to do it at this point. Once again, always have to factor in for the tax, you know, figure in 10%. So if it's 1,400, it's going to be 140 stubs in tax. So that would be 1,260 that you'd actually be making off of him. So always, I would recommend if it's lower than 250 or lower than 200, if it's lower than 200 gap, or yeah, lower than like 250, 300 gap, I definitely would not waste your time, because if it's 300 gap, usually you'll be making somewhere around 200 stubs depending on the price, of course. But I just think that is a pretty safe gap to go with, and pretty much any card. Usually like Acuna is pretty good, and it's really a lot of looking around. A lot of times, actually let me snag that one right quick. I don't know why somebody put them up for that, but definitely I'll take that right there. One other thing that I want to say quickly alongside with flipping, you can actually get cards at like 1,000 stubs, even though the quick sell is 1,000, and technically these guys are going to be losing out. I'll see if I can actually get one for the video right quick. Let me just take Herman Marquez right here. Let me try a 1025. People actually do this because it all started with the packs. You know, you can buy cards from the packs and, you know, people will sell it to you. So that's just a quick that's a quick way to make stubs. But like I said, alongside the monthly awards, I would more so focus on this. I wouldn't try to invest so much in the tops now, more so the monthly awards. This seems to be where the stubs are. The more stubs you invest, the more you're going to make. And I just think it is a great opportunity. Like I said, if you guys have any more information of how these cards were looking at price, if you guys have screenshots or something like that, I'll try to look through my last video, like the videos I had once I did that, to see any further information. But like I said, definitely great investment opportunity, and make sure that you guys are doing this because you guys can cash out on a lot of stubs, and maybe you're gonna get the lucky one. Maybe you're gonna pick the Kirby Yates of the May set, and he's going to be rare as hell, where people are literally, you know, people are literally frothing over this card. Like, he's pretty much the gate to Cody Bellinger, to be honest with you. And then, of course, also make sure to do the moments, as I was mentioning earlier. You cannot sell this card, but if you're on the lookout to get that, you do. It's a 1 to 25 odds, but still, it is NAT. You get a gold card nonetheless. So if you guys are trying to complete the set, it is going to help you out. I do think you can quick sell it. I don't think you should, but if you guys want some more help, because like I said, if this card only goes for like, you know, 200k or something like that, that extra card, if you pull a diamond, that can make it a lot cheaper, 50k cheaper, something like that. So like I said, make sure to do this. If you guys have any more further questions, concerns, let me know down below in the comment section. Yeah, and if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like down below. Hope you guys have a great day. There goes out.
Love is love and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.